Napa know-how.
This month, get a 5-quart jug of Napa Full Synthetic Motor Oil plus a Napa Platinum Oil Filter for $21.98. That's a pretty unbelievable deal. But trust us, it's totally real, but only for a limited time. So get Napa Full Synthetic and a Napa Platinum Oil Filter for $21.98 today. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
General States pricing. Sales prices do not include applicable state, local taxes, or recycling fees. Offer ends 4/30/19.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? It is the kid, K-Dog, and we're bringing you episode 25. We wanted to do something special and fun with it, so we decided to switch out our normal song, and we made a rap song about Bigfoot, and it was a lot of fun and kind of goofy, but if it's not your thing, go ahead and skip it, and the episode will start right after it. And I just want to say thank you to everyone that's been listening and sharing and reviewing and all that fun stuff. And yeah, hope you enjoy the episode. Be good, stay safe, and laugh at the dark stuff. #Wildman.
Bigfoot, bigger cock, and once the sun is up, you know the squatch don't stop. They call me Toblerone. Got Swiss and honey to please a low strike zone. This Yeti swinging at his knees, and fuck with me, and you'll be under attack. I ain't some skinny timber wolf, I ain't no Wally Zerbiak. I fuck real nasty, girl. Scream, I wanna hear it. I'll be smacking that ass like my name was Mommy Dearest. Lazy out like T-Mac, and bitch, you know I'm crazy. My hair's looking so good like the ghost of Patrick Swayze. Bigfoot, the main card. Loch Ness, fuck up out of here, I'll rip your bitch ass apart. Yeah, Nessie, yo, I'm the bestie. You fucking pussy brought the police to arrest me. Crypt is the only place you'll ever sleep again. I'm here to murder your ass, not to make friends.
Me and the brothers go into the woods, we recycle, we make no waste, we got no time, gotta pick up our pace, hot on the trail to find this myth. I smell some piss, found some dookie, hot on the trail, got the true key to capture his ass. About the
should snap your neck for the disrespect, don't you know? You're better off with Waldo, not back the fuck off while I hide and check off. My palms is hairy, dick not soft, delete your Google. Stop searching, I'm getting a big turd, I'll make your ass hurt.
This is Tyler Carnell with the CJ Branham News Network reporting on 5 missing children, or men, whatever you want to call them. We're not judging them by their penis size, but we'll call them children on that account. Have went into the woods and they have been reported missing for days. And I believe that their fate has been...
Hi, this is Cassidy King with the Tori Saline News Network. 5 members of the podcast The Brothers Commonplace have wound up missing. The last thing we have from them is a tweet from Andrew Carnell saying, "We're going to go find Bigfoot, and if he has to F me or if I have to F him to earn his respect, then so be it." So sad.
Back at the end of the track to tell ya, you thought I'd kill those fuckers? Nah, we all brothers. Harry S. Tooth made me spit the truth. Tim and Spence make too much sense, while Andrew and Cal let me start my life. I'm a hot motherfucker, I'll be alright.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode.
Alrighty, welcome everyone to another episode of The Brothers Commonplace, a comedy and crime podcast where we cover monsters, murders, mysteries, and more. And today we will be covering a pretty cool topic for our 25th episode. But before we jump into that, let's go ahead and meet these good, sweet, good and plenty boys.
What's up, guys? This is Tim, or Leroy Brown, as my girlfriend called me after the first time we had sex. Bad Leroy Brown.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's so fucking dumb.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Hey, what up? This is Spence, or Lucius Malfoy.
Oh, yes.
Because if we ever encounter any serious danger, like if we find Bigfoot, I'm going to turn tail and run like a pussy.
Oh, fuck you, Lucius. Nice. I like that, Spence.
All right, this is Big Brother Boy, and I'm the original baby boomer. So,
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I think we can probably just end it there, guys.
Hey, this is Toof. I got a shitty rhyme for you guys. Hey, this is Toof. My favorite band is Nickelback, but a penny worth my thoughts? Add a pence if you want my 2 cents. I ain't dead, but in my hand, I ain't got no 6 cents.
Okay, fuck yeah.
That was awesome.
So what I got from that is that you're a prostitute at Whitechapel.
I was.
Oh.
And he's going to show us where his dad keeps his guns.
Oh, fuck yes.
And it's your boy, the Kid K-Dog. And some of y'all may know me from my previous job. I was the director in charge of all the props, but only on sets of movies that were trilogies and starred Wesley Snipes. So go ahead and call me 50 Shades of Blade. The dude wore a lot of sunglasses.
holy shit.
Yeah, it's like that.
So let's go ahead and get started.
I love those movies.
So alrighty, today we're going to be talking about Bigfoot, and this is going to be a two-parter. So on part one, we're going to jump into
I got it wrong again, dude.
Yeah?
I thought you meant Littlefoot, so I watched Land Before Time like 7 times to like make sure I got everything right. And like my final conclusion I have written down in my text. Let me just go. Yeah, asteroids didn't kill them.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Well, then what did?
HIV, hair in vagina.
That's just Tim's joke.
At least that one got to see the podcast.
Tim literally made this joke a minute before we started recording.
It's in my text. I haven't credited my sources.
Thanks, man. Hopefully APA style.
So today, part one on our episode about Bigfoot, the king of cryptids and America's most legendary creature. Today we will be jumping hair first into the mystery of Bigfoot and going over evidence and stories and trying to figure out if this crazy son of a bitch is real or not.
Nice.
No, he's real. He's fucking been in here the whole time.
Yeah, is it you?
No, it's
Oh.
Toof.
Oh, nice.
I once, me and Toof once went to school with a kid who swore up and down that he saw Bigfoot once, and he would get pissed he didn't believe him.
Is this also Titanic kid?
No, but
Oh,
the
okay.
kid does sell heroin now, so...
Fuck yes. Which wasn't there a Titanic kid that said like he saw the Titanic like in the ocean and shit?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, there was.
Yeah. Can we just like change like the history and just make that Toof?
That sold heroin?
No, the Titanic one.
Okay.
So the cool thing about talking about Bigfoot is when it comes to Bigfoot hunters, like they don't even have to tell you that they hunt Bigfoot for you to know that that's what they do. Like for real, everyone that's told you they believe in Bigfoot, I could have just told them before they told me.
yeah.
Dude.
Or you could have just smelled them a mile away.
Well, we usually got like a ponytail going on.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, some kind of boots and maybe some plaid.
But I respect more power to him because that's a lonely life. If you're an avid Bigfoot hunter and believer, like I respect you, that's awesome. But it's lonely. Like not quite as lonely as a reunion at the Von Erichs, but it's close.
Oh man,
That's the worst thing I've probably ever said.
Wow.
Sorry.
that's the wrestlers,
Dude,
right? All
hey,
the wrestlers
hey,
that died.
Yeah, Kev, that was
Okay.
career suicide right
I
there.
think there's one left.
Dude, they
The
every
poor
one
Von
of them. Yeah, they
Erichs,
like
dude.
all killed themselves.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I take that back. I feel bad for the Von Erichs.
Dude, that's good. Holy shit, man.
Little fun note, though, to kind of change that. Sasquatch does translate to wild man. So hashtag wild man. Hell
Nice.
yeah.
Hashtag wild man. You said it's like pretty lonely trying to chase Bigfoot. Is
Yeah.
it more lonelier than all of us trying to chase our hopes and dreams?
Yeah.
Because that's one hell of a lonely road, right, Green Day?
Oh, yeah. They walk a lonely road.
Remember, we worked with this kid who, he was a really goofy kid. He was a nice kid, but he was super goofy. And our manager told us that she interviewed 100 people before hiring him. This is at a restaurant. So obviously, no, you didn't.
Yeah.
And within an hour of knowing this kid, he invited me to join his paranormal ghost hunting group. And I kind of can't help picturing every guy that we talk about in this story as him.
I only met him once, and we saw him at this like ice cream place, and for some reason he was wearing like this nice like
suit,
button down like shirt and like a suit, but his shirt was like up and his belly was just out, and I don't fucking know why at all.
And we were like, "Hey, what's going on, man?" He's like, "Nothing. I got to work today," and he never showed up. And we've never seen him again.
Yeah,
holy shit,
dude, was he a ghost?
So already, anything before we start jumping into talking about Bigfoot?
She interviewed 100 ghosts before she hired that guy.
She's like, that was very good. We're going to think about giving the position to you. What was your name again? Thomas Jefferson?
So, so she's been through 100 people, right? So does that mean she's had her first bukkake now?
Oh, my God.
Ghost bukkake?
Oh, fuck yeah.
There's going to be a lot of ectoplasm going
on.
on.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Ecto coolers also.
Oh, yeah. So did we do our honorary brother, or do we even have one?
Oh, no, shit, I forgot. Good call.
Michael Wilhelm, you're our honorary brother. If your name exists, you're an honorary brher now.
Wasn't Wilhelm one of the bosses in Borderlands 2?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, shit, I was thinking it was that black dude from Police Academy.
It could be.
I don't think...
Michael Winslow?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, let's say.
That's it. That's the only sound effect I can do.
It's as bad as my glass breaking sound effect.
Oh, my God.
Honorary Brother of the Week is a guy on Twitter with the handle @6corndog_.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
So first off, you're honorary brother, but I am pissed off you took that name because I want it.
Yeah.
Think we can do a little switcheroo now?
Dude, he didn't even have to do anything. He should have just been honorary brother from that name.
But he sent us a message on Twitter right after we posted our last episode, and he said, "Stoked to hear I wasn't the only one that watched wrestling through static on the pay-per-view channel when I was younger." And yeah, we sent a couple messages back and forth, but that was super cool because Tim told a ghost story, and in that story he mentioned trying to watch a pay-per-view through the shitty pay-per-view channel where you just hear audio and that's pretty much it.
Knowing that guy did the same thing as me with that name is fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
Wait a minute. He said he watched it too through a window.
Oh my God! It could have been.
Was it him? Holy shit!
It could have been him,
dude. I hope it was him.
So yeah, that was our honorary brother of the week. And if anyone out there listening wants to be honorary brother, just give us either a 5-star review on iTunes or send us a message on Twitter or an email or something cool, and we'll pick one a week and give you a shout out.
Absolutely.
So alrighty, on to Bigfoot. Anything else before we start into this?
Well, it's really cool that they did Bigfoot and then they made The Land Before Time with his little sister Littlefoot in it.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah.
This is the joke ripoff episode.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I was going to mention
Andrew.
my subreddit of the week.
Oh, yeah, let's hear it.
Our mall ninja shit.
Oh, that is awesome. It's good.
So it turns out there are these people known as mall ninjas who purchase any kind of like goofy, impractical, but like fancy looking like weapons or swords or things. So, you know, any kind of like really ornate, like curvy, claw shaped, you know, dragon hilted sword or knife or multi-bladed thing. It turns out they got lots of pictures on there from or screenshots from this one TSA that confiscates all this shit that people try to take on airplanes.
Nice.
Like these double-sided knives and shit. So yeah, mall ninja shit. And if you're a mall ninja, we appreciate all that you do.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Mall ninja, not to be confused with juggalos at the mall, Andrew.
Ugh.
But no, I can see juggalos probably probably like 95% of people that buy this stuff.
Oh yeah, you
but
would think.
There's like a zombie line of stuff where they're all
sorry. Dude, hopefully that showed up. I think it might have.
Andrew's ripping ass early in this episode.
Yeah, that's not good.
But okay, let's go ahead and jump into the case before we get more farts and Land Before Time jokes on here.
How about a gravedigger joke?
Sure.
Gravedigger, Bigfoot.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice, just monster trucks. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So, alrighty. A little description of Bigfoot before we start. He's normally mentioned to being 6 to 8 feet tall. There's also some pretty bogus reports out there of him being like 15 feet tall. And as far as color goes, he's either black, dark brown, or reddish brown. What's funny? Because I said bogus? Fuck you guys. He's real. He's real.
Wait, those are... Yeah, okay. He's
Fuck
also
you
known
guys.
for his average size feet.
If you're not believers, I'll shut all your damn mics off right now. I'll call up Ian.
God, dude, the bogus reports.
Fucking join the fucking ghost hunters.
All right, so let's go ahead and start off with the early reports. Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch, Yeti, Ape Man, the Ohio Grassman, shout out to Luke,
Oh, yes.
Ron Reese.
Wait, what the fuck is that?
What? He was the wrestler in WCW that came out to the Yeti gimmick.
Oh, okay. Shit, dude. Holy shit.
Did he end up just playing Reese from
I think so, yeah.
Raven's Flock?
I think so, but I'm not 100% positive. And then there's also like a million other names for Sasquatch and Bigfoot out there.
Dude, do you know what the Yeti ended up becoming when his gimmick failed? It was like magic. It was like something. It was like giant ninja. And he's dressed like Scorpion, I swear to God.
Dude, that's awesome.
Wow. Wait, who the fuck was the ninja guy that was on that?
Glacier?
The one that was on
In
that
the game?
Yeah, the
I think it was just a
Was he
ninja.
just made up?
Yeah, because they also had like Aki Man and stuff.
Dude, I always use those guys.
Yeah, they were awesome.
Yeah.
So whatever name you've come to know him by, there have actually been lots of sightings before the creature ever even had a name at all. And the first reported sightings of Bigfoot began in the forests of North America, including the Pacific Northwest and up into Canada.
Unless you want to believe the bogus ones that he started in South America.
No,
but
he ain't
totally
down there.
bogus.
What does kind of crack me up though is so there's people on the fence. You either think that he's like an ape type creature or like an old, what's the word I'm looking for, Spence? Like not human, but like an old
Lie.
you son of a bitch. like an old species of human.
Okay, like a hominid.
Yes, that's what the word I'm looking for. So some people think he's
Hominid,
one of
hominid,
those. And some people think he's more of like an ape creature, which if he was like an ape creature.
And then, yeah, the people who think he's an interdimensional alien.
Yeah, that's true.
Bet you that'd be
That's
Andrew.
the group I'm in.
Yeah,
baby.
I'll say I knew that'd be Andrew.
The beard size proves it.
The funny thing is now Spence is against Yetis, but in the dialogue past, Spence was for Yetis.
That's right.
Yeah.
Was I?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That whole episode, you were for Yetis. Another heel turn
I
on
was
the
playing
podcast.
Devil's advocate.
Also, in the Elisa Lamb episode, for some reason, you kept bringing up Bigfoot as the culprit. No, I made that up. That didn't happen. But it is kind of funny, though, with Bigfoot, if he was like an ape person or Sasquatch, you want to call him, he's in like the complete opposite location where you think you'd find him. Because like monkeys and stuff are usually in more of like a tropical zone.
Oh, absolutely.
And this is all like in the Pacific Northwest.
What we gotta say, too?
I'm not saying it's deleted.
Okay.
Now, Toof mentioned how he thought it came from South America, but the opossum really did. That's just a little factoid for the rest of you.
Oh, it really did?
Yeah. Nice.
Dude, fuck
well, opossums are a marsupial. Marsupials started in Australia. Australia used to be connected to South America. South America has marsupials. And then when South America finally connected to North America, one marsupial came up here, and that's the possum.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, hell yeah. Shout out to Australia.
And possums and South America for being the middleman.
That's right.
And if that's not true, Daniel, you let us know, you son of a bitch.
We know that guy will. That guy's awesome.
So some believe that the stories of a possible Bigfoot began as long ago as when some of the Native American tribes had first started in some of the northern areas. There have been numerous cave paintings depicting a Bigfoot-type creature that have been found.
Sure it wasn't just paintings of John Redcorn?
Or fucking Braun Strowman.
Oh, yes. Yes, it was.
They were just looking at the art in that book from the movie Signs.
Oh, fuck yes, dude.
I don't get that part. When it's their house and
I don't
all
know.
them.
Like, they, like, predict. I don't get it either.
Yeah, I didn't get it. But, all right, we'll save that for another podcast.
We're going to do a whole podcast on signs.
I don't know where to put this in at. I'm just going to say it now.
All right.
So, like, us as a group, what do you think we have a better chance of finding? Bigfoot or the female clitoris? I'm going with Bigfoot.
Well, I'm going to go Bigfoot because the female clitoris isn't real. Just ask Andrew. He wrote a book on it. The female orgasm is a lie.
Yeah, it's also, you forgot the rest of the title, the fun facts, for you to chew on later.
Well, we're probably going to find both at the same time because Bigfoot was created by HIV.
Oh,
vagina.
yes.
Hair and vagina.
Oh, shit. That's awesome.
The earliest written account about the Bigfoot was made in 1811 by David Thompson, which said, Spokanes believe in a race of giants which inhabit a certain mountain off to the west of us.
Did his son Clay have anything about it?
Clay Thompson.
His dad was David
Fuck
Thompson.
yes, dude.
I thought his dad. Never mind. His dad. Okay, never
Oh,
mind.
Michael Thompson.
Yeah.
That's it. David Thompson's the Skywalker.
Well, we went to school with a kid named David Thompson who said he had this pitch that he called the Dave Thompson pitch, that it was pretty much the funny fireball. Like, he could throw it in midair, he could control it to go whatever direction he
fuck
wanted.
yes, dude.
So, I don't know if that's the same guy or not, but
Dude, that sounds like an 80s batting coach movie. David Thompson's Guide to Pitching.
Oh, my
I'd
God.
easily believe it.
and it stars Joey from Friends.
Oh my god.
Remember that? What movie was that? And Most Viable
It's-
Primate? No, it wasn't that one.
Well, I know he was, or no, fuck, it was Tony Danza that was in, fucking, what's the one that Tony Danza's in? Angels in the Outfield. He was a pitcher.
Oh. Also, Donald Glover?
Yeah, Danny Glover and
Danny Glover.
yeah,
Donald
and
Glover is someone else.
Childish Gambino.
Yeah,
Right.
and Joseph Gordon-Levitt was in it, and then some black kid that nobody knows.
Hey, Christopher Lloyd.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And David Thompson was a British-Canadian fur trader, surveyor, and map maker in the early 1800s.
Oh my
Guys, fur trader? Come on!
You should have
traded
just changed
Harry
that.
Vaginas.
You should have just made up what he did, Kev.
His little personal razor got clogged all the time then, huh?
They're like, so, fur trader David Thompson, where are you getting all these furs you're trading? And that's why he was keeping Bigfoot a secret.
Oh my god, yes. Wait, what was his name?
David Thompson.
Fuck, dude, that guy was in and out of my house a lot when I was a kid. He was always talking to my mom. Or that's not true at all.
I was gonna say, I thought that was a dude that always kept my mom's back clean.
So David Thompson had spoken to the Spokanes. That's kind of weird to say it like that.
Re-say it.
David Thompson had spoken to the Spokanes.
What? That's the same.
Well, they can't have everything your way, Jeremiah. A local Native American tribe in the state of Washington, and he was told of a race of hairy giants that lived in one of the nearby mountains.
I wonder if this was just a tall Eskimo, like coming down from Alaska, because they always are like known to wear like, I don't know, bear pelts or some shit. But like Eskimos are like, they're known to be like short Mexicans, right?
Like he was kicked out of the tribe because he just didn't fit in because he was so much taller than everyone else.
Yeah.
Like he couldn't fit in the igloo. He kept busting holes in the top of the igloo, so they kicked him out, and he ended up down in fucking Spokane, Washington. The poor guy.
I like this new section of Toof telling us what he knows about Eskimos. What else do you know about Eskimos, Toof? Besides that, they come down in the summer to eat ice cream with. Never mind. It's just gonna be a Boy Meets World joke.
Eskimo backwards in their language is pizza party.
All right, we're skipping the rest. We're gonna go moving on from here. So they told him that the hairy.
I believe that. I don't believe in Bigfoot. But I
Oh,
believe
what?
that.
Come on, Spence. You just gotta believe, man. Like that time we all believed and made that food appear out of nowhere.
Oh, fuck
You're
yeah.
doing it, Peter. So
Come on, Spencer. Believe that.
This is Roman Reigns.
miracles are all around us,
Roman
dude.
Reigns, never mind.
Oh, we're going to be
I'm not on
believing
board.
something tonight. I'll tell you that.
You gotta believe in miracles, dude. Long neck giraffes, pet cats, and dogs.
Oh,
Spence.
fuck yeah. That's just ICP.
So they also told him that the hairy giants would come out at night and steal salmon and sometimes people whenever they were sleeping. They even showed him, or spoke of, I'm not quite sure, the giant footprints that were left behind, and they were said to have been around 1.5 feet long.
I like how it's just like he would either steal salmon or people. Like,
I know, dude.
Nothing in between that.
There's like these cooked boars and shit. He's like ravaging through it. He's like, where's the fucking salmon or sleeping people?
Like,
Well, he was looking for hairy vaginas, and so sometimes he got confused by the fish smell.
He found. Holy shit!
oh, that's
Nice.
classic.
I was gonna crack a joke about Dawn from Amityville, but Spence was better.
She was like laying at like the top of a mountain and it was windy and it just blew the fucking fanooter beaver smell down.
So, I've got a theory already.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay. So, like, these tall, like, hairy creatures hunted either people or salmon, and you're like, it's a fucking bear, you idiots. Are you kidding me? And then I was like, well, the footprint was a little bit larger than a bear's. So, what if it's a bear's paw print, but a human, like, stepped behind it, creating, like, a human soul?
I'll do you one better.
Timothy Treadwell?
Could be. Yeah, I like that. That's a good
But I'll do
theory.
you one better. When a bear walks, its own footprints overlap and make for a longish footprint.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you guys have seen the videos, right?
The Timothy Treadwell videos?
No, just Bigfoot.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Yeah,
real.
they're all real. Yeah.
That's a big bear. That's a really big first bite.
You know what?
First bite.
I'm going to take it
Yeah,
here.
that's a good dog.
Has anyone seen Bigfoot porn?
We heard some of it read for us on a podcast.
Oh my god, dude, the Yeti rape. That was awesome.
There's a classic porno with Olivia Del Rio, and she fucks a guy dressed as Bigfoot. Pretty nice.
Was
pretty
his
hot.
name Alberto?
Pretty hot. Alberto Del Rio.
No.
Well, his girlfriend was just doing a couple of videos not too long ago.
Oh shit, that's right. I've seen that one. That's One Night with the Yeti. I've seen that.
5 Nights at Yeti's.
Holy shit, dude.
Spence,
Nice.
please make a Photoshop of that, please.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
So this talk is pretty interesting because it points to Bigfoot being a nightman, which I'm saying because Tim is wearing a Nightman Cometh shirt right now.
Oh, yeah.
And I never really pictured Bigfoot as a night creature for some reason. I don't know if it's because like most of the sightings and reports are usually during the day, but I never really thought of him as being nocturnal. But some believe that he is nocturnal.
Yeah.
And the term Sasquatch would first be used in 1920 by British Columbian teacher J.W. Burns. Okay.
Bullshit.
Is this a J.T. Burns?
Oh, no. I was going to say, fucking, I didn't know Homer's boss lived that long.
I thought it was gonna be a bush joke. That's what I was kind of going for.
The burning bush?
Yeah. All right. Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty, so the first account we're going to be talking about is Albert Ostman. I think that's how you say it.
It's the first account we're going to be talking about is Dracula. Sorry to interrupt that one.
But it was cool. This Albert actually, he was under attack by one of the Bigfoots, and he took him out with his corked bat.
Oh fuck yes. Yeah.
I love this story, actually. It's really neat.
Him sliding into fucking first base. I heard right after like all this happened, like since he couldn't prove anything, like people just didn't like him. You know, they knew he was like a liar, and finally somebody walked up to him and they're like, "Albert, you suck." That's just fucking American Pie. We were literally just quoting that.
So 1924 in British Columbia, a man named Albert Ostman reported that he was abducted by a Sasquatch and held captive for 6 days. He was a lumberjack and a tough woodsman, or a prospector, and he went to the area for a vacation, and he had heard stories of these, quote, man beasts, but he didn't believe them at all. And one night when Albert was asleep in his sleeping bag, a Sasquatch had picked him up and carried him off for 3 hours and then finally set him down.
I heard like right after they set him down, Rhino gave him a gore. The man beast Rhino.
And then Al Gore gave us the internet.
Oh yes. I mean, he was looking for man bear pig, so
fuck.
close enough.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
When the Sasquatch set him down, he said, "You're my son, JD, my little Sasquatch boy."
I didn't know that one.
When Albert came out of his sleep...
Prince Albert?
A-Train.
So after the Sasquatch set Albert down, Albert looked around and saw that he was surrounded by 4 other Bigfoot creatures, 3 children and 1 adult in all. And he said he was captive for 6 days with them, and he chose not to use his gun or weapon on them because they caused him no harm, although they made it obvious that they weren't going to allow him to leave.
So it picked him up, and he just, like, he had his gun, like, strapped to him or something? Like,
Yeah, he said he had his gun with him.
okay. That's weird. Sasquatch. All right, yeah, go on.
He also stated that one of them was 8 feet tall, and all of them were covered in hair. And you can see interviews on YouTube with this dude.
Oh, that's cool.
The thing is, though, is he says he was captive with them for like 6 days, but he gives like no information.
Yeah.
So. But he said that he was fed sweet-tasting grass by them, and Albert would then feed a can of snuff to the big Sasquatch. Oh my God, someone just farted. And Albert would then feed a can of snuff to the big Sasquatch, which made him sick and drowsy. And Albert recognized this as a perfect time to leave, and so he made his great escape.
I think maybe before all this happened, he might have ingested some sweet tasting grass. Because that would kind of make more sense.
Yeah, or very least peyote.
Now, didn't they pursue him as he left and he fired his gun, but didn't hit him? I'm pretty sure.
Maybe.
I think I read. Anyway.
Possibly, yeah. And another thing is, though, he never told this story to anyone for almost 30 years because he feared people would think that he was crazy and not believe him. But some Bigfoot believers actually accept this report and believe his story, but some can't believe it without any more evidence. And it was also said that he had been questioned under oath and been given tests and cross-examined to try and find flaws in his personality or story, but they couldn't find any. And Albert signed a solemn declaration on his account of the Sasquatch story and saying that it was true under oath and by virtue of the Canadian Evidence Act. So he swore under oath that it was true, but not that makes it any more true.
No, it's just him swearing it. He was probably swearing it before that.
He probably had his fingers crossed in his pockets.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that cancels it out.
It does.
It's just a rule.
Just like the rule of three.
The rule of three, Oz.
Not like he ever told anybody like where the place was or anything.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't remember anymore.
Which you'd think he would know, given that he escaped from there.
And you would think with like 6 days being captured, he would have a lot more to say.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But I couldn't really find a whole lot more.
Because
what did they do?
Yeah,
it
that's
seems
what I
like
was
it'd be
say.
pretty boring.
Yeah, like what? Like did they play
have
cards?
Uno?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to say. Yeah, did they play cards?
So if he was there for like 6 days, he at least had to catch one of them jacking it, right? Like, what else are they doing?
I don't know.
You didn't make those babies by not jacking it.
Either he caught them jacking it, or they caught him jacking it. One of the two.
They were trying to get him to leave because he kept jacking it.
Just giving them all pearl necklaces.
Oh my god! Holy shit!
Oh yes.
All right, anything on that case or story before we move on?
Can we get into the them having sex in front of him kind of thing?
Yeah, what do you want to know?
All right, like I take back the jacking thing.
I wasn't there, just a heads up.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I have to come out and let you know I wasn't there.
Kev was one of the kids.
It's like a personal interview.
That's where I learned it. Learned all my moves.
But so a mama and a daddy Sasquatch and probably 3 kids then? He said 4 beasts or 5 beasts?
I think there's only 4 altogether.
Did he describe the tits? Are they hairy or were they baboons' asses they were hairless?
Oh my god.
Dude, that just made me think of cow and chicken.
Imagine Sasquatch with baboon-ass tits.
Oh yes.
Is that
That's probably been drawn somewhere.
But when we talk about the Patterson video, that Bigfoot has tits. Jeremiah, give you some material for later, huh?
Funny. That folder's been lonely with that one Sasquatch video.
You just haven't been looking hard enough, man. Just like everybody else who's been searching for Sasquatch.
Toof would be the best Bigfoot hunter in the world, but he only puts his work ethic towards the Bigfoot porn.
And once I come, I'm done searching for it.
And you're just disgusted. You're like, what the fuck is this? This is gross.
No, you're good. I knew I fucked up when I gave myself a pearl necklace.
Oh my god, yes.
Okay, let's go.
There should be a movie where Toof finds Bigfoot, but then just doesn't tell anybody.
He just lets him go
after he jacks it.
Well, if you want to just see that, just watch me after I'm done taking a shower and I wipe my hand from the steamy mirror and I see the hairy body.
Dude, I think I know Kevin will get this. I don't know if Andrew or the rest of you guys will get it, but he finds Bigfoot, but he just does to him what that judge does in Stealing Harvard. He just makes him pretend it's his wife and shit.
Hey, I'm not gay, you know.
I'm not gay, by the way.
Just lonely.
Yeah.
So, alrighty, the next incident is Ape Canyon incident of 1924. In the summer of 1924 in Washington, near Mount St. Helens, the area known as Ape Canyon, prospector Fred Beck and 4 others shared a nightmarish encounter with a battle against a tribe of ape men.
This isn't even a joke. Isn't Ape Canyon a Donkey Kong level or the whole game? Pretty sure there's a Donkey Kong.
There's some canyon.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. I'm
Yeah,
not sure if it was
so.
the game or just one of the stages, but pretty sure.
Donkey Kong's awesome.
Dude, Donkey Kong's a shit.
I think it was Chris Canyon. Who better?
This is a wrestler,
Better
right?
than Canyon.
You know, I think Mortal Kombat might be better, though, Tim.
Donkey Kong sucks.
Hey, you know how badly I can beat you, right?
Who was that first guy's name you mentioned?
1 second.
So I got a shitty joke with that name. So you guys said something about Chris Canyon, so I say Chris Catanian.
Oh, nice. I like that.
Fred Beck.
Oh, he's the guy that did the Spanish thing about Bigfoot. Soy un el perro.
Beck.
I'm a loser, baby. Beck.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And his brother became famous on the radio, Glenn Beck.
So the group had been prospecting in this area for 6 years and had found large footprints and tracks during that time. Some tracks that were said to have been impossible to have been made by animals. The largest footprint found was said to be 19 inches, so just a hair under Shaq's dick.
Oh, fuck yes.
Working in the restaurant, every time we get like a big
Oh,
zucchini
yes,
or
dude.
any
Yeah,
vegetable
the
that's
potatoes,
big, we're like,
yeah.
dude, Shaq's dick. And we all laugh every
Yeah.
time.
Me and Kev used to play this game at the restaurant, which was awesome. Like, one of us would go in the cooler and make something that was shaped out of a dick out of like a bunch of like ingredients, and then
Peppers?
usually peppers or like a banana or whatever, and then we would just tell the other one to go find it, and somehow it was funny as shit.
Okay, because that beginning of that story started to scare me, actually.
While out in the Ape Canyon one day, Fred and one of his friends headed to a nearby spring to get water, where they saw a hairy man-beast about 7 feet tall with blackish brown hair, and he was hiding behind a pine tree on the other side of the canyon.
Or while they were watching him, he was actually shacked in a fool. I just had another shack joke in there.
Fred's friend then raised his rifle and fired. The large, hairy humanoid then ran off down the side of the canyon. Fred then fired 3 shots trying to hit the creature, but missed.
What was the creature doing again? To their description?
He was just hanging out. He was like a 7 foot tall, hairy dude.
You said that he was by like a watering hole, or they were?
Yeah, they went to the spring to get water.
Oh, okay. Because I have like a theory about hairy asses and like shit getting caked on them. And so like I always think that Bigfoot is always spotted near a water source because he's always trying to like give himself a little self bidet, like trying to splash some water up in there. Because like if you're hairy everywhere and you don't have a baboon ass, like I'm speaking from slight personal experience, but he's got to be fucking washing that sucker constantly, or else he's gonna be fucking having.
But wouldn't that just mean that every mammal would be doing that?
Are you trying to make a fool out of me?
Shacked in a fool.
Not those damn hairless cats that look fucking creepy.
Yeah, fuck those. I hate those.
Or that picture of that hairless grizzly bear that's scary
That's
as
scary
shit.
as
Oh,
fuck.
yeah,
He's got like
fuck that.
Scott Steiner arms.
Yeah, dude, fuck
Although
that.
that's kind of sad because it has a disease.
No, I don't know. It's just terrifying, but yeah, I'm sure it does.
All right,
So he doesn't have the HIV hairy hair and pussy disease, hair and vagina.
My only retort after 20 seconds of thinking about it: does any other mammal have butt cheeks?
No.
Andrew does.
Myth busted.
Oh,
Baboons,
Andrew.
and see where that got them.
I currently do not have butt cheeks.
Oh, where'd they go?
I think Kevin Spacey wore them off.
Oh, shit.
I'm on the podcast again.
Oh,
beer.
Yes.
fuck yeah. Sorry, Andrew. The two headed back to their cabin and told the story to the other men, and they all agreed that in the morning they were going to head home. Then nightfall hit. The 5 men were asleep in the cabin, and they began to hear noises, and a tremendous thud against the cabin wall had startled them all awake. I guess his Shaq just whipped his dick out or something
yes.
next to the cabin.
Dude, that really just sounds so much like Blair Witch. Like all of that.
All right, slightly off topic. Like, I don't know if it's like a human nature kind of thing. I mean, I don't seen any other thing do it, but like we've all tucked our wieners in at one point, right?
I mean, mine is right now.
Yeah, same
All
here.
right. Do you think like if Bigfoot's that tall, he's probably rocking one, right? So do you think he's ever like tucked it in at one point?
Probably.
Continue.
There's the one video. Never mind.
Dude, I was gonna say me and Kev do the same where we like tuck our wieners like back and then we just like bump butts and it's like our way of high fiving.
We also like to tuck our wiener and balls behind our legs, and we stand close to like the edge of like. Never mind. It's just gotta be us pissing backwards into like the Grand Canyon. It's so dumb. When they all awoke, they saw 3 ape-like creatures hurling rocks at the cabin and attempting to break down the door. One hairy ape-man arm even reached through part of the cabin and grabbed an axe, but he was unable to get it out. Fred and one other grabbed their rifles and started firing shots at the hairy beast creatures, yelling, "Shoot the mountain devils!"
What the fuck?
And then, after feeling that they were getting nowhere, they yelled, "Leave us alone, and we will leave you alone. We will leave by morning." But the attack lasted until the sun came up.
Jesus. All they really had to do to get that axe is just chisel the fucking door. That's all they had to do.
Like nonstop hours of rock throwing.
Yeah, just attack.
Holy
attack,
shit.
man.
This reminds you like when you fucking build up a bunch of snowballs for like 20 minutes before you have the snowball fight.
Yeah.
But the fucking mountain devils?
Mountain devils.
Mountain devils were doing this. And they must have had fucking hours of rocks built up.
Yeah, but also, how the fuck did they not get through the door? Like, what kind of door was it? A fucking bank vault?
Wait, wasn't it?
Like, how the fuck did they not get in there?
It was a tent, right?
No, it was a cabin.
Yeah, it was a
Oh,
cabin.
shit, my bad.
Yeah, you would think that eventually.
It was a tent.
A fucking tent,
throwing
dude.
rocks at the tent.
Imagine how scary that'd be if you're in a tent and these fucking apes are hurling boulders and shit. And
Yeah,
one of them
dude.
reaches in the tent and grabs an axe.
It explains Diet Law Pass.
They named that one Lizzie Borden.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Did.
So would that mean the
Nice.
next morning would be past tense?
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
Holy shit.
Oh, I figured out the rock theory. Why they had so many rocks.
Yeah?
Dingleberries. From their hairy asses.
Makes sense.
They pull those out, dude.
Those fucking hurt.
Me and Andrew do that like every Friday night. Just toss them at each other.
It's like instead of monkeys pulling off fleas, you guys do that.
We juggle with them.
Hell yeah, we do.
Do you guys pull out Anthony,
Kiedis?
Yeah, you guys pull out Anthony Kiedis instead?
Why Anthony Kiedis?
I don't know what that is.
Flea?
Oh, okay. I just said Anthony Kiedis. It was the first thing that popped in. I didn't even get the joke.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Fuck yeah, dude. And as the attack died down, one of the...
I know it's a touchy subject for you, man. It's okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Kevin's crying right now on the podcast. I think he hates any type of Bigfoots getting attacked or anything like that. You better?
Yeah, I'll be all right. I just wish they'd take special care of him. They're my special boy.
It's awesome.
I was going to say, yeah, I'll be all right. I just had one of those atomic fireballs. Amy.
And as the attack died down, one of the prospectors ran outside the cabin, saw one of the mountain ape devils about 80 yards away, and fired his rifle at it. And this time, that motherfucker went down,
Nice.
shot in the back, and rolled down the side of the canyon. The men then fled out on foot and escaped. The cabin would then be burned down to the ground a few years later.
So, like, they shot one and probably killed it?
They shot one. They said they killed it, and it rolled down the side of this cliff, and they just ran off to escape.
Yeah, that sucks that they, like, couldn't prove that, if they would have stayed by the body or maybe someone got a picture or something. When did this happen?
This was in 1924.
Oh, so there's definitely cameras.
But they said that whenever they came back later, the body was gone. Or they couldn't find it, or maybe they didn't kill it.
Which I'd imagine the cameras then would probably be pretty giant anyway. They weren't like fucking cell phones or anything.
Yeah, they used all the gunpowder to shoot at them, so they didn't have any left to take the picture.
They used all of it to power their wheelchairs and giant spiders.
Holy shit, that's just wild.
And one possible explanation of the whole incident was that the ape men were actually members of a youth group at the local YMCA camp, and they were just throwing rocks and messing with the men, who later then, in turn, just made up a whole load of bullshit to add to the story.
Nice.
So that's what they believe.
So they got beat up by YMCA kids?
Yeah.
Wait, they were calling them the Ape Men?
Well, what they think actually happened is that they were staying in this cabin, and some of it maybe happened, like, they think maybe these kids were throwing rocks and stuff at them, and they just saw, like, shadows of people outside, and then thought maybe they were possibly Sasquatch, and then they just made up the rest of the shit.
It would make sense if they were calling them the Village People and not the Ape Men. This is fucking dumb. So you just said YMCA,
yeah,
I had to say it.
All right, any comments or anything you want to mention about that story?
Andrew, what do you think?
We got to think about this cabin story, man.
I thought it was pretty good.
So I will ask you guys this. For those of you non-believers, have you changed your mind?
No.
I'm actually a believer now. So if that's what you're talking about.
He's onto something.
You're a believer, you couldn't leave her.
Exactly.
So none of you guys believe in Bigfoot?
Not yet.
I like the idea of
So
it.
there's room
Oh, I totally
for
believe in
persuasion.
Bigfoot.
Fuck yeah, the night's young, boys.
That's right.
Actually, I did watch that porno. I believe in Bigfoot.
I imagine you, Andrew, you probably believe it. Yeah, let's
Oh,
say
yeah, I
he's-
believe in all that.
Yeah,
kind
Andrew,
of shit.
Andrew
Fuck
likes
yeah,
all that
dude.
stuff.
Flying
Yeah.
saucers, the sun. I believe in all that.
Oh yeah,
shit.
we know he believes in the fucking sun.
The flat sun. I believe it's just a circle on its side, always facing at us.
Makes so much sense.
All right, next we're going to talk about the Patterson Gimlin film. Perhaps the most popular and compelling evidence to the proof that Bigfoot does indeed exist. We have the film known as the Patterson footage.
I've actually seen that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone had, like all of us
Oh,
have.
it was super popular. It was like one of the most best-selling movies of all time. Well, trilogies of all time. Aragon, Legolas, Gimli film.
Okay.
Gimli, okay.
Aragorn.
Okay.
Aragon or Aragog was the spider from Harry Potter.
Okay.
Also, was it Giblin? Was that what it was?
Yeah, that's a joke I was making.
Oh, dude, I really thought you said Gibbler, and I was super
Gibbler.
fucking happy.
No, because there's no stories of everyone fucking it.
Wait, is that the fucking dog from Futurama?
No,
No,
it's the chick from Full
We're
House.
talking about the annoying neighbor
Yeah.
chick, Kimmy Gibbler
yeah,
from Full House.
yeah.
Is that the dog from Futurama that eats everything?
Maybe. I don't know.
Something like that. Nibbler.
Listen, I never got into Futurama.
In the fall of 1967, Bigfoot enthusiast Roger Patterson and his friend Robert Gimlin had set off to investigate the recent claims of a Bigfoot roaming around the woods in Orleans, California, where footprints had been found.
I heard like a lot of places they like reverse it. It's not Bigfoot, it's Gibtooth. Dude, I wanted to say that the whole time.
And this place was also known as Bluff Creek. The two then filmed the most iconic and discussed Bigfoot footage.
Because all the Bigfoot believers are bluffing.
Bluffington.
I was gonna say they were all really good at poker.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, a
dude.
ton of bluffs.
Wait, is that just from Doug?
Yeah.
Okay.
The two then filmed the most iconic and discussed Bigfoot footage that has ever been taken. In the minute-long video clip, you will see, in all caps, a hairy humanoid figure, notably a female, because right away you will notice those sweet, dangling, hairy Bigfoot tits when she turns. And the big tit, Bigfoot creature... Creature walks and turns back to look at the two men filming and then continues out into the woods where the two men would later be unable to find her right after. And we just watched that video, so what do you guys think of it?
No, they've done like a bunch of like research on it and stuff like that. Like,
looks pretty legit.
yeah, so I mean,
Pretty good shit, man.
it's cool.
Pretty legit.
I definitely love that video. That's that's the most popular one, right?
Yeah. You'll see, and you can find, quote, experts, like tons of them that will give you a million reasons why it's real and
Yeah.
then a million reasons why it's fake.
Yeah.
So,
I think I'm actually starting to go to the real thing. What year was this?
I think it was
67.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're getting close to it. So, you know how, like, girls, like, you know, like, they pretty much have their no-shave November. Like, girls really don't shave in the winter, so they got hairy legs
Yeah.
and stuff like that, blah, blah, blah.
yeah, it was like the no shave, like 70s and 80s.
So, what if this is, around the 60s, 70s? What if this is just Don DeFeo just walking around during the winter, you know?
Could've
letting
been.
it go after a couple months.
Could have been. See, Kev was saying like how like the experts like will give you like a million reasons like why for it or against it. I talked to like a specific guy and like he wasn't like as much of an expert, so he only had 13 reasons why.
Shut up.
Sorry,
He's not with us anymore.
I've never seen it, but I hear it's really bad.
Yeah, I heard it was dumb.
There was, when I was little, I always tried to find like I'm into the really hairy porn. The chick's got to be fucking straight hairy, like 70s and 80s porn. So I was looking that shit up, and that's when that Bigfoot video came up, dude. I don't know how many fucking massive like loads that I blew all over the fucking kitchen sink to that shit.
Kitchen sink.
Where are you watching it at? Like, where's it at in the kitchen? You're jacking it in the kitchen?
He wasn't in the kitchen.
He shoots it from
The
his
way I
mouth.
always
it's
did
got-
it was I would stand really high on a stool and use like the fucking frozen veggies to do it.
I'll say there's a conspiracy that Charmin X released the footage. That way they could have Andrew use all their tissues up.
Oh my god! Yes. It's crazy. Like Andrew told me that for the first time that he's really into just like hairy puss and stuff like that. It was crazy. I never like understood why until now. But right after that, him and my mom had like a Finch. Finch Stifler's mom kind of relationship.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, we all know. We just don't want to tell you.
And the Sasquatch in the video would later be given the nickname Patty, and they brought plaster with them and made casts of the footprints before leaving. And Patterson, up until the day he died, would defend the video and deny any questions about it being a hoax because it's still real to him, damn it.
Oh, yes.
And Gimlin is still alive, and he will also claim that there was no hoax, only truth, and what they filmed was real.
What, or like where was that? The like it's still real to me, damn it thing at?
That wrestling
Yeah, was
fan
he just
guy.
was he just like a fucking high school?
I think so. He's like sitting in the bleachers.
Yeah, it's like this small, like there's nobody there, but like what's he talking about? I always wondered that. Because they talk about wrestling, but
about the pain you do to your bodies.
Okay,
But I don't remember.
Yeah,
exactly.
I've only seen like the it's still real to me, damn it part. I haven't seen like anymore.
But yeah, as far as that video goes, like I said, there's like you'll find a billion reasons why people believe it's real and why people believe it's fake. I think it's a cool video regardless,
awesome.
just from the time it came out. Even if it is fake, it's kind of cool that the best evidence or the closest thing to proving it's real is a video from the 60s.
Yeah,
so I think it's pretty cool.
I like to think that whoever watched it for the first time had that same reaction that Joaquin Phoenix did in Signs when he watches that video. When they get,
Vamonos children.
Vamonos children. Yeah. Hopefully it was the same. You know,
it's almost the same walk.
It really is. Yeah.
So what you're trying to say is, since this is the only film we have from 1967, you're also saying this is as real as the moon landings.
Yeah.
Get out.
No,
Except that was 69.
Get out.
Oh.
Hey, no way. We landed on the moon.
We landed on the moon.
So the two would give the same story about what happened, but they had small inconsistencies in their stories, which some would say actually led them to believe the footage is real, stating that if it was indeed a hoax, they would probably have tried to make sure they had the exact same story with the same details.
That does make sense.
But yeah, the two would have different details, like saying how like the animals, like because they were on horses,
Yeah.
so they would mention they reacted differently in their telling. So like they had like the main story is the same, but they had small details that they told differently.
All right, I don't know how to do this, and it was going to be stupid anyway, but I was going to crack a Kangaroo Jack joke.
Do it, dude.
I don't even know how. I just remember they were on camels at one point. Like, it was so fucking dumb. I just thought of that scene. I don't know why.
I can already tell this Bigfoot shit's fake because horses weren't even around then. How's that make you feel?
It doesn't. I feel nothing. For the first time in my life, I feel nothing.
I'm having feelings again. I have feelings every single day of my life.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's kind of odd if they were going to make, like, if it is a suit. I don't know why they would go through the trouble of putting tits on it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it's a weird video. It's very cool, though.
Honestly, I would say that would make a hell of a lot more sense, like, going through the time, like, to do that than the Max Headroom. Because at least this, like, kind of led to something.
Yeah, it had a point.
Yeah.
If they had tits on it, you think this might have just been the first attempt at a real doll?
No.
All right. they just overdid it with the hair.
When
more hair. Andrew was the fucking director in charge.
Oh my God. When they went back to like the area where it happened, they found a bunch of fleshlights. That's really. Oh yeah, it was definitely Andrew.
So in regards to that video, Philip Morris, owner of a costume store, claimed in 2002 that he had actually made the suit for that video, although he has no receipts or documentation to back that up. And he has also never been able to make or provide a similar suit either. He stated that Patterson asked him to make the suit with specific modifications, such as to make the arms longer, make the shoulders bigger. And Morris's wife and friends would also both vouch for him, saying they helped him with the framing of the suit. And Bob Hieronymus, that's probably not how you pronounce it, claims to have been the man that was in the suit in the video. Once again, though, he has no evidence or proof to back this up. He does have many relatives, though, that will say they remember him having the suit like in the back of his car at some time, or that he privately told them that he was part of this hoax. However, Bob and Philip both give conflicting reports on what the suit was like. So, like, one of them says it's a three-piece, like the hands are connected, and the other one will say, no, the hands were like gloves, and it was split up into different parts. So they both give completely conflicting reports on what the suit was.
I definitely believe Philip Morris more because I love that guy. I love you, Philip Morris. It's a Jim Carrey movie. Yeah.
Did he at the end of his interview is like, and you know what? Believe what you want to believe. I'm gonna go inside and have me a nice Marlboro Red and enjoy the smooth sensations of a nice cigarette. Is that who makes cigarettes? Philip Morris?
I have no idea.
Oh,
maybe, I don't know.
He should after that.
Yeah,
because that was pretty cool.
It
too.
was.
But yeah, so I don't know. I really don't believe either one of these two.
No.
The Philip Morris guy. I mean, just if you could make another suit, then I think he would have. And I think they offered him like a chance to do it, but he said he didn't have enough time, and so he couldn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's never made like if you can make that and you want to prove that's what happened, then just remake the suit. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, just put on the suit. Yeah, Philip Morris International. That shop too.
Oh yeah, good. I didn't even know that, and I used to smoke.
So all right, what are your thoughts on either the video or the suit or man in a suit, or what do you guys think about that?
I believe the video more than I do the people saying they made the suit.
Yeah, same here.
Like, not saying that the video is like exact proof of Bigfoot, but I definitely believe that more than the people that just said that they were in the suit. Like, they had no evidence of it at all.
Let me get into the mind of a 1967. So,
just the year.
Video recorders
They're all gone
they're,
now.
They're existing, but they're probably expensive and they're mostly for home stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, two guys had a video recorder on horseback doing were they camping or
there was also a girl in a pizza place.
No. We know where you're going with it.
Wait, what?
Oh, keep going too.
I know where you're going with it.
I literally no idea.
Oh,
I was just saying like if it's such an expensive piece of technology, I don't think it'd like leave the house unless they're like filming wildlife. Where the fuck are you guys?
I thought you were cracking a Brokeback Mountain joke. Oh, because you said two guys on horses going camping.
Oh,
and then Philip Morris. If you guys have ever seen I Love You, Philip Morris, there's like a fucking really really graphic gay scene in that. That's that one, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's Jim Carrey, and then who's the other guy?
Oh wow,
it's not Greg Kinnear, is it? I don't remember who it is.
Speaking of two cowboys just going out in the woods and like making sweet love, Andrew, did me and you ever get the money in the settlement whenever the Brokeback came out, or
no? We
stealing
actually
our story.
They didn't. I was actually pissed. We asked for like $1.50 and they wouldn't give it to us.
Yeah, I know it's.
Could you at least pay our way down here or something? Chips.
I could still smell Andrew's butt cheeks on your crotch.
I know. I told you quit sniffing, dude.
Does that make you Kevin Spacey? But no, I think bringing a camera in the woods, like, because it's probably gotta be an expensive piece of technology. That's like me take my fucking PS4 and fucking camping trip or something. I don't know. Fucking ain't doing that.
But they were out here in the woods purposely because there was rumors and talks of like there were sightings, so they purposely were going out here to try to find them.
All right, there's a little bit of legitimacy then, I guess.
Yeah.
Like as far as actually believing Bigfoot, I don't not believe in him, but I don't think there's any good enough evidence yet. I'm just kind of it'd be cool if he's real, but I don't like full on believe it. But I think this video is the best evidence we have so far.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I have a debate about the video. So they were stationary when this happened?
No.
So why didn't they just follow it if they're on horseback?
Well, they said that.
Once again, I'm questioning you.
Well, they said that whenever the Bigfoot looks over, one of the reports was that it startled the horse and the horse like fell. They probably didn't want to scare it off. That'd be my guess. They were because they had a chance to capture it there. I don't know. They tried to go after him when he went in the woods.
Or like putting myself in their like scenario and stuff. If I caught that video, like knowing that was like exact proof that it existed, I'm not gonna follow that fucking thing because it easily could just beat the shit out of you, kill you, and take that. You know?
Oh yeah, I mean I'm scared of deer.
Yeah, exactly. So
get away, dude. He's across the street like 400 yards away. Get away.
Hey, dude, I know somebody else in your family who's scared of deer. Dad got kicked in the fucking head.
Oh yeah.
I'll do you one better. I'm scared of raccoons.
Oh yeah, those little
dude,
bastards.
Those fuckers are scary. Yeah.
Friendly to me and at a flip of a coin.
I'm scared of bats. Bats scare the fuck out of me.
They're super cute though. You ever see their face and watch them eat bananas?
Dude, there was one that randomly was in my house that they just came through a window and it was literally not doing anything.
Yeah,
it just chilled and I was terrified.
Yeah, because remember, we tried to get it out, dude, and we had like that frying pan. We had that bed sheet. It's just black sheep.
Oh, dude, I thought it was Jumanji. Wait, don't they try to get a bat out in Jumanji?
Maybe, but I know what he's talking about with black sheep.
Yeah.
With a frying pan or whatever he says. I don't remember.
That was a great movie.
I think I know why they didn't try and actually go after that Bigfoot then.
Why?
Because what's better than following the Bigfoot when you have the Bigfoot come to you? He probably put a little bit of Spanish fly on each neck. And he probably made sure the...
That's probably why the Bigfoot was running. He's never seen a guy with more than one neck. One head, two necks.
Hey, you'd survive a hanging more likely.
Oh my god, that's true.
Sorry, please hang the fucking dummy neck. Please hang the dummy neck.
And then you can have your own show on MTV. Next.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Holy shit, dude. Dude, holy shit, that's good.
Alrighty, so anything else on that video before we jump into the next part?
I would try and fuck it.
Nope. Oh, all right. Okay. Yeah, I bet you would, Reggie Ray.
Can he play?
So next we're going to talk about footprints. Perhaps the biggest form of evidence we have of the Sasquatch are the tracks and prints of the Bigfoot that have been left all across North America. They are typically between 15 to 18 inches long and 30% wider than your typical human footprints. It's really weird. Like, if you watch videos and documents talking about it, it's just weird dudes talking about feet.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they're, like, holding up the big, like, plaster casts of it. Dude, okay, I didn't know how to work this in. One time when I was younger, me and my family, we went to Amish country in southern Ohio, and we were looking at, like, the world's, like, biggest cuckoo clock down there.
Nice.
And there's this building there. I can't remember. My memory's a little hazy, but I swear to God, there's, like, this building that was right around there, and you go in there, and it was just one guy in there with the Bigfoot cast.
What?
And we just talked to him for a while.
Nice.
So I don't know what the fuck he's doing in there or why he's there, if he's still there, but yeah, I remember talking to that guy.
I think I've seen the cuckoo clock thing. Is this Millersburg or Somerset, Ohio?
Maybe. I think it was in a place called Alpine Alpa was somewhere around there. I remember that. But yeah, no, it was pretty cool. And I don't know why in that building, because it wasn't cold, but you could see your breath. I don't know why that's not even funny at all, but I just feel like that should happen because it was scary.
The power of Amish.
So the first prints found were in 1811 in Alberta, Canada by David Thompson, like we mentioned earlier. And he
found prints. No, fingerprints.
Oh my god,
dude.
Animaniacs.
Yeah, so fucking funny.
And he was convinced that the tracks he found did not belong to any bear, except maybe the one from Armageddon, because he was a big dude.
Yeah, he was. Aiming clotheslining that cop. Yeah. We worked with a guy that said that he had a friend named Bear that clotheslined this cop. I hope it's true, but it's not.
It better be.
Yeah.
So Bluff Creek, California, was the most popular spot in the 1900s and also all over California. By 1980, there were over 200 reported footprints. In 1969, a trail of over 1,000 footprints leading through the snow was discovered in Bossburg, Washington. The tracks were 17 inches long and gave the researchers the impression that the creature had a crippling deformity on the right foot, and that would lead to the Bossburg Sasquatch being nicknamed Cripplefoot.
Nice.
That's such an awful nickname, but it's kind of funny.
Yeah, it was cool after that, though, that they changed it just to the Crippler.
Was in Canada.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Yeah,
I was going to ask, were there any other sightings that, like, on any other continents and stuff, or is it only North America?
Yeah, there's been sightings, like, all over the world, but he goes by different names all over. I was trying to find most of the history and reported ones in North America, because that's normally where he's mentioned.
Like, it would make sense if it was in Australia. Like, there probably is shit down there that's, 8 feet tall and
there's
scary. And,
those are just the spiders.
Yeah, exactly.
So I looked up Shaq's foot size in inches, and it's like 16 inches pretty much. I was like, holy shit, that almost like matches. And I was wondering, like, how the fuck did Andre the Giant get from France to here? What's the Alaska Russian thing called?
The Bering Strait?
Yeah.
The Alaskan pipeline.
Yes.
Just joking.
You telling Amy that I was really good at laying pipe, and she's like, "I know what you're talking about, Kevin."
We had a manager, and we kept, I don't know, you know how Cam, but I kept telling her about how Tim was like really good at laying pipe, and we kept going on about it, and like we really talked to her about him laying pipe for like an hour, and then finally at the end she's like, "Yeah, I know what that means." And we're like, "Oh shit, why didn't you tell us earlier?"
So awesome.
So okay, before we talk about this next part, could you look something up, Spence, and play it? The Sierra Sounds. In the 1970s, two men recorded a series of strange and stunning vocalizations that would later be known as the best audio evidence of a Sasquatch that was ever captured. And it's definitely strange and weird, and we're going to put a part of a clip in right here so you can know what we're talking about, because it really has to be heard to kind of get the feel of it all.
There's two of them across the creek at the big rocks. It's a hard act to follow.
It sounds like he talks to us and they talk to each other.
Yeah. Right there, just seen movement right through there.
I actually did look up like the timeline, like when that video was taken and stuff, and it actually matches when the Hendersons let him go. So
I was going to say, I got confused because I got two tapes and they kind of appear to sound the exact same. One is the Sierra Sounds, and the other tape was just what we recorded at Andrew's house when the power went out and all we had was a box of lubed up bananas.
Andrew wasn't there that night, and me and Kev were alone.
You sure they weren't sounds from when we were all at the dorms and we put our heads up against the door and we heard Mikey banging out the freshmen?
So this was recorded at night inside a secretive, quote, Sierra camp location by journalist Al Berry and an avid outdoorsman named Ron Moorhead. So that's a pretty sweet name. Unfortunately, Rick Needs Anal couldn't make it.
Holy shit. Yeah, he was too busy changing his name to Andrew.
Thank God he changed it before the fucking power went out, though. We brought out the lubed up bananas. We all needed anal that night.
Oh my God.
Holy shit, we all got it too.
Dude, if I would have heard ducks quacking, I definitely would have fucking been sure I knew it was him.
So this recording, the two would hang microphones up above the camp or a tape recorder, and they would record all this weird and bizarre, quote, chatter. And I think it was recorded over a couple months. But yeah, as long as the two men were out of sight, the, quote, Sasquatches would make noise and communicate or chat with each other. The Sierra Sounds have many impressive sounds and noises filled with high-pitched whistles, whoops, and grunts that cannot be matched to any known animal.
Not be matched?
Some of them can't be matched to animals, yeah.
Because I came here earlier today, and I showed up a little bit earlier than usual.
Yeah.
And you sure? Because I showed up early to the podcast, and I saw it was just you and Timmy in the back room, and I saw you guys were butt to butt doing something weird, and those sounds sound really familiar. I noticed you guys had something tucked in.
We were high-fiving, man. It's
Yeah.
our before podcast ritual.
Yeah, in the last 15 minutes of My Girl were on.
Oh,
so.
my God. Holy shit. We actually got stuck together that way because we were both pre-coming.
You guys, you guys sure it was high-fiving and not
high balls?
Usually we do it for like 5 minutes, and then like the last minute, Andrew comes in and just puts his head between our asses.
And for some reason, he's on a flying carpet when he does it. I don't know.
My favorite, the best part is that is what you guys nicknamed it. You just called it me the finishing touch at the end.
Oh yeah.
Send in the finishing touch.
Yeah.
And Andrew comes in on a fucking magic carpet.
He's humming the music to A Whole New World.
When he puts his head in between your guys' asses, he looked me right in the eyes and said, "Beats by Dre."
And supposedly, a lot of these noises cannot be replicated by humans. Like, some of them can't, so...
Well, none of us can watch My Girl for the first time again.
But, yeah, so this was... this is super interesting. It definitely sounds like some sort of primate or something. I really don't know what it is. But it was made in the 70s, so it's pretty cool.
That damn skunk ape again. Son of a bitch.
Could be.
Maybe he's plucking his dingleberries out of his ass and making those sounds. Shit hurts, man.
That's true. I like how like we talked about how you were searching like the whole world for Bigfoot porn.
Yeah.
When really all you need to do is just play the end of My Girl. That's really it. Like it's obviously not Bigfoot porn, but it's gonna make you come just as quick.
No, I found out that Harry and the Hendersons gets me off every time.
That's right.
But just because of John Lithgow.
But yeah, so anything you want to mention about the Sierra sounds?
It sounds creepy as shit.
Yeah, it's creepy at night to listen to.
No, I wish, and I don't think they have, but it'd be cool to like have a movie of that, like maybe like before they got there, and then like a movie of it, like maybe like make it like a horror, make like some random shit happen. I think it'd be cool.
And that was something that I never heard about. Like I never heard that before, so
yeah,
it's pretty cool.
That's really weird because I usually put that in the audio for the bloop on repeat, and that's how I usually fall asleep.
The bloop, fuck yeah. Dude.
What's the bloop? Bloop. Oh, okay.
The fucking when was that?
A long time ago.
Then
yeah, that was good, man.
Then you listen to Day Bow Bow.
Yeah.
What's Day Bow Bow? Day Bow Bow.
So alright, that's all we got for part 1. Part 2, we're going to talk about some more like the modern finds, as well as some of the quote hoaxes or claims that have happened or been made, because there's been a lot more recently, and as well as the different Bigfoot groups. We'll probably talk about some of those too. But I just wanted for part 1 to talk about the most popular and older ones, such as like the videos and footprints and stuff that kind of helped create the legend of Bigfoot.
Totally.
Is the third part where we like dance and have streamers and stuff?
Yeah.
Because isn't that the part 3?
Is that supposed to be part T?
Party joke, yeah.
Oh my god, dude! Fuck
Holy
you!
shit,
Oh my god! Holy shit, too. That joke's slowly winning me over, though. I hated it. I really hated it, and I hated you for saying it, and it's winning me over so much right now. I like it now.
But we're going to have it at another place. We're going to drive over in my Fiesta.
Oh, yeah. It's so like that.
I was thinking, is it going to be on the 13th? Friday the 13th, part 3.
Oh,
So, anything you want to mention about any of this stuff before...
Oh! That was wet.
Dude, holy shit.
Damn, Andrew. Andrew has the Lord has spoken.
That showed up louder on the waveform than everything he said, like with his words.
So we get Andrew to communicate with us.
God, Andrew speaking is pretty much like in South Park whenever the kids are getting older and everything just sounds like shit to them. That's pretty much what Andrew does for the podcast. But all right, Spence, you want to hit us with the closing stuff, man?
Closing time. Open all the doors and let Bigfoot into the world.
Oh, right. Fuck yeah.
Don't keep that.
I'll keep it.
You shouldn't have said it then.
Dude, you of all people shouldn't say that.
I know, dude.
All right, you Commonplace podheads.
Nice. Like
You nut sacks.
We love you all. We really do. We want you to know that. And we need your help. The Brothers Commonplace.
It sounds so desperate.
needs to spread like Ebola.
Oh, yes.
And we need your help. We need to spread the Brothers Commonplace like the avian flu that it is. We need you to do this by telling everyone you know and their dog to listen to this podcast. And we need you to leave reviews, and we need you to talk to us so that we have things to talk about. Here's how you can do that. You can email us at brotherscommonplace@gmail.com. You can visit our website where you can listen to the podcast at brotherscommon.place. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter. What would really help is if you could get on iTunes and other podcast apps and websites and leave us a 5-star review, leave us some comments, leave us some ratings. You know, if you tell 2 people and then they tell 2 people,
fuck yes.
and then they tell 2 people, then faster than you can fold a piece of paper 7 times, the Brothers Commonplace will be the only podcast left.
That's right.
Oh,
That's
fuck
right.
yeah.
That's our plan.
And if you write to us, there's a good chance you will end up as an honorary brother.
That's right.
Which comes with all kinds of perks.
It does. You can ask Daniel.
And just because we only name drop Daniel, that doesn't mean he's the only guy who's ever sent us stuff.
Yeah, he's just the one that does it the most.
There's a good chance he might be the only one, but fuck you guys. You know what? Fuck you for judging us. Whatever. I didn't mean that.
He's the only one whose toilet flushes counterclockwise.
And a special thanks to everyone on Twitter keeping us involved, all you other podcasters. We had a great Pattern family going on.
Oh, I like that.
And just want to say, if you haven't left us a 5-star review yet, that'd mean the world to us if you would. And if you're in a podcast, mention your podcast, and we'll subscribe, give you a listen, and a 5-star review right back.
Yeah, we're going to have this contest going for the next week. If we can get 10 5-star reviews, we're going to get Toof and Andrew to act out the scene from Saved by the Bell where Kelly breaks up with Zach.
And I'm Jeff.
Exactly. So, yeah, I mean, if you guys want to see that, definitely give us a 5-star review.
You know what? Fuck it. Just 2, because I actually want to act that out.
Okay.
All
right, give us 1 and they'll do it.
Fuck yeah, 1 and we'll do it.
You know what? We're just going to fucking do it.
I might actually know it by heart. Swear to God, I think I could
see.
probably do it right now.
You really had it on like every CD from.
It's sad.
Yeah, it really is.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I remember like going to bed that night feeling like I got dumped.
I wish the Brothers Commonplace was Jenny Gump, because then we'd be spread everywhere.
Oh, dude.
Spread Eagle.
That's a stupid fucking name, Jenny Gump. You know? That sucks.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Really? Not fucking Michael Moorhead or whatever the fuck that dude's name was?
All right, Andrew, hit us with those words of wisdom, brother. Come in powerful. We need you.
All right. I've been noticing that when people are looking up our videos, it goes to a little more, mature, 20 to 30s, demographic. So I've been noticing that the videos that ours go on most often, it's on this website called naughtygrannyhappyfanny.com.
Oh, hell yeah.
Just go there. We're always there.
Fuck yeah, dude. I feel like you have given us the wisdom of the owl tonight, Andrew.
Holy shit.
I'm a lonely guy, and I'll just stay up late at night, and I'll be on 4chan. I'll be on the random board, and if you see a Brothers Commonplace thread, that's me. And if you roll dubs, maybe even trips, maybe I'll stick a Sharpie in the pooper. So,
or snake eyes.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Or maybe I'll make you honorary brother. Who knows?
Yeah.
Trips is a pretty big thing there.
It's 50-50. We're not sure which one he's going to do.
You alone can't make the honorary brothers. The council must decide.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to toof.
Alrighty, so thank you everyone for listening. Be good. Stay safe.
Laugh at the dark stuff.
Hashtag Wildman.
Hashtag Wildman.
Hashtag Bigfoot, the very first Wildman. Andrew,
I love
hit
that.
us with a hashtag.
Hashtag Wild Man.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
Napa know-how.
This month, get a 5-quart jug of Napa Full Synthetic Motor Oil plus a Napa Platinum Oil Filter for $21.98. That's a pretty unbelievable deal. But trust us, it's totally real, but only for a limited time. So get Napa Full Synthetic and a Napa Platinum Oil Filter for $21.98 today. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa Know-How.
Napa know-how.
General States pricing. Sales prices do not include applicable state, local taxes, or recycling fees. Offer ends 4/30/19.
Let's say you just bought a house. Bad news is, you're one step closer to becoming your parents. You'll proudly mow the lawn. Ask if anybody noticed you mowed the lawn. Tell people to stay off the lawn. Compare it to your neighbor's lawn. And complain about having to mow the lawn again. Good news is, it's easy to bundle home and auto through Progressive and save on your car insurance, which, of course, will go right into the lawn. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Discount not available in all states or situations.